Prosperity was the hallmark of the 1920s and lasted almost the entire decade. The 1920s were a time of peace and bohemia, fueled with new technology, such as the radio. Radio was our first modern mass medium. Radio made us into a land of listeners, entertaining and educating, joining every age and class into a common culture around the entire world.
Oh, Father!
Elizabeth, don't interrupt your father. Please go help your mother. Not all children are as lucky as my daughter. Some, who are exactly the same age as her, work as servants for rich families. Young boys clean chimneys. I do hope one day boys and girls do go to school. And I do hope Elizabeth may influence the next generation. Teachers were strict in my day. We respected them. What will the future hold? I just returned from the movies with the family. We saw our first feature film and speech, The Jazz Singer. We all started looking around to see where the singer was, because obviously he had to be in the room with us to hear him, but he wasn't there. Amazing, amazing technology. I'm dying for a drink. Where did I hide that stash of whiskey? Because of the ban of alcohol, people have begun to drink liqueur. Where now we have a phenomenon of drinking till we get drunk has become very popular pastime. High wages were common, and a large number of people invested in money in the stock market. It crashed in October 1929, and the Depression began. The 1930s was a great decade for music. Music helped create a feeling of happiness and hope for better times, especially when people were struggling. The most popular types of music in the 30s was jazz, blues, vocal groups and solo vocalists. Country music also started to become very widely recognised. Jazz, my favourite, is a type of music with heavily accented rhythms and unusual tonal effects on the trumpet, trombone, clarinet and saxophone. Louis Armstrong was a popular blues musician who performed with Bessie Smith, two great African-American singers. These people are not slaves. They have amazing voices. Jazz brought many new styles of dance. The jitterbug was a popular dance, involved fast, jerky steps while holding on to your partner. Elizabeth has just returned from a delightful afternoon with her school friends. They were off to see The Wizard of Oz. What a masterpiece. Fantasy is important for children and adults to learn. The decade is coming to a close. There's talk of war.
Eigene Beharrlichkeit, wann werden wir wieder emporsteigen, genau wie die Väter einst auf Deutschland nicht des States erhielten, sondern selbst nicht schaffen mussten.
Who is this crazy man? I fear the world is about to change.
A little less conversation, a little more action. All this aggravation is satisfaction in me. A little more bite, a little less spark.
Okay, come on, quiet down. Good morning. Can anyone tell me what is significant about today? It is the 5th anniversary of D-Day, so I'm going to talk to you all about what has made today important. This day signified the end of World War II. It meant some of us now had our father's home. It also meant that your mother no longer needed to work. People were happy and dancing and celebrating in the streets. And immigration was on the rise. This meant we had new Australians arriving from places like Italy and England.
Excuse me, miss?
Yes, Mary?
Why is that little black boy in our class?
Excuse me, Mary. His name is Oscar. He is 10, the same as you, and I will not tolerate such words in this classroom. It has been such a long, tedious day. Segregation is such a hard concept to change. How will I live up to my father's dreams and hopes of me being an inspirational person to these pupils? To help my pupils understand integration of people from many cultures and backgrounds who are arriving into our country need to be accepted and integrated. These are the immigrants who have so much to offer. We as a nation need to have better understanding of these people and what we can learn from them. How do I educate my pupils to help integrate these new people with different coloured skin and very different appearances? Some of my pupils have TV while others listen to shows on the radio. This is an exciting time to experience and share in the delight and marvel of these young people. Oh, how I wonder what this magnificent world will have to offer my child when she grows to a young adult. Will segregation become integration in the classroom? Will we be able to accept people for their colour differences and their cultural differences?
Is the sweetheart you married the husband you expected him to be?
Oh God, look at the fashion back then. That green coat, it is hideous. It's definitely not as good as my beautiful clothes that I wear today, like my gorgeous leopard print top or my stunning little dress. Well, anything Madonna wears is a must-have for me. That woman does know fashion and music. Music, it is the life of the 80s, the biggest influence to most people. You know, jamming along to Wake Me Up by Wham. That song is so rad, it just really does get you up and dancing. Margaret and myself love Wham. Margaret, yeah, she's my girlfriend. The 80s are not quite as bad as earlier decades of same-sex relationships. However, we still get people judging us horribly because of it. We have such similar interests, you know. Music, it is our passion. We do have some role models like Madonna, of course, Michael Jackson, and of course Wham. Just imagine if we could not watch music on TV. Life would have been so hard for my grandpa in his old age. We can even listen to music on my ghetto blaster, so listening to music while doing exercise, that is the way to go. One of the best inventions in the 80s, computers. They can let you type up your journal instead of having to hand write everything. Technology is just fantastic now. Another genius invention is the good old VCR. We can record movies while we're out dancing up a storm, and then when we watch the movie, we can fast forward the ads. It is great. Thinking about going to work tomorrow. I would love it if more women were working, even though there's a few still, not most yet. I love my job. It's great, taking care of young children. Margaret and myself are planning on adopting soon. Oh, I hope she's a good little girl at school. We do not want her to get the cane or the whip across her fingers or legs. School will be great for her now that computers are available. She'll have a great education. I wonder what technology will be like in a decade or two.
Hi, Nan.
Oh, hi. Is that you, Casey?
Yes, Nan. How are you feeling?
Well, thanks, dear. How's uni today?
Boring.
Oh, what are you doing, love?
I'm just walking to the car. Oh, my friend from South Africa just added me on Skype.
Oh goodness, it's amazing what you can do these days.
Yeah. So, what did you think of Mum's wedding?
Oh, it was lovely, just beautiful. It's really a blessing that they are finally being accepted.
Yeah, because they wouldn't have been allowed to back in your day, would they, Nan?
Oh, goodness, no. Definitely not.
Isn't it funny how things change?
Oh yes, so much has changed, dear.
It's so common to come across same-sex couples these days. Like, we don't think twice about it, but you wouldn't have heard much about that in your day, would you, Nan?
Oh, definitely not, dear. But you're even so lucky to be at university. We just didn't have those opportunities when I was a girl.
Yeah, I suppose I take it for granted. But it's just so weird how things have changed. Like, we barely use textbooks and stuff. We do everything on laptops and we never get in trouble. I remember that time you told me that Mum got the whip for writing left-handed. Like, now we can do anything. Well, not anything, but teachers definitely don't use harsh punishments. The worst thing that we can do at uni is hand in an assignment late, and all that happens is we get a worse grade, but it's not like I'm going to become emotionally scarred or anything.
Yes, you're right, dear.
Hey Nan, check this out.
Oh, what's that terrible noise?
This is my new favourite song.
Oh, you kids call that music? Put on some Elvis Presley.
Elvis who?
Never mind, dear. Oh, how times have changed.
Oh Nan, I love you. Anyway, I'd better get going. I've got to organise myself for this meeting tonight for the BSA so we can hopefully get all the Indigenous students right through from prep to year 12 and encourage them to go on to tertiary study in a few years.
Wow. Well, good luck. I'm so proud of you.
I'm just so fortunate to have you as my Nan to learn so much from.
All right, dear. Well, I'd better let you go then.
No worries, Nan. Take care of yourself.
Prosperity. Am I pronouncing it right?
Yes. You know why? Because you've said the word so many times. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Just say it again.
Okay, I'm ready.
Do I need the noise?
Joining every age and class to a common culture around the world.
Debbie!
Excuse me, miss.
Yes, Mary.
Why is that black boy in this classroom?
Excuse me, Mary. That black boy is Oscar and I've done it again.
No, sorry. That was good. Okay.
Oh, Father?
Sorry.
His name is Oscar. He is 10, the same as you, and I will not tolerate such words in this classroom.